What's up, guys? This is Seville with another Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat action figure review, featuring the Shokan Prince himself, Goro. This is Storm's newest release in the main Mortal Kombat line, and one that many fans like myself have been anxiously awaiting. So, if you can give me just a few more seconds, I'll have Goro out of his box. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below. And if you want to see more from me, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Now that Goro is out of his package, I'm going to give him another full rotation on the spinner, that way you can see him all the way around. As usual with Storm Collectibles, Goro does include many accessories, including an alternate head and ponytail, many alternate hands, along with some projectile effects. Goro did get an early release at New York Comic Con this year, but is now more widely available. I actually pre-ordered mine through my local comic book store, named Bombshell Comics. If you happen to be in the southern Mississippi area, be sure to stick around to the end of the video to learn more about them. For now though, let's get back to Goro. Even though I knew he would be a large figure, he's actually bigger than I expected, standing at about 9.5 inches, not including the ponytail. But if you wanted to include it, he'd be a little over 10 inches, which is massive compared to Sub-Zero and the other ninjas, and even taller than Shao Kahn himself, easily ranking as the largest 1/12 scale figure I have. And just for the sake of variety, I'm going to compare him to figures from other lines that I've recently reviewed, such as the Marvel Legends Thanos, NECA's Predator from the newest movie, Bandai's Armored Red Ranger, and Mattel's Aquaman based on the upcoming movie, all of which he clearly towers over. However, Goro certainly has a lot more going for him than just his size. As usual with Storm Collectibles, the level of detail here is incredible. Of course, since Goro doesn't really wear much, most of the detail is in the body sculpt, showcasing a high level of muscle and vein definition. And then of course on his back, you get the added paint details that showcase the dragon mix of his character. The wristbands on his arms are all painted very nicely too, showcasing a very rustic gold appearance. His hairband is painted in the same style, all maintaining the reflective metallic look. And the level of detail is maintained all the way down to his feet, leaving no spaces with the lower level of detail, with the only exceptions being some of the hinges where the joints connect. But those are pretty common in Storm's overall designs. Another common tenet in their designs is using a more rubbery, soft material at some point in the figure. For Goro, it's in the upper chest, and its designs help cover up the joints and mechanics underneath. But as you can see here over the shoulder and around the back, it can be a bit loose in some areas. The sash and the trunks are also made out of that same softer material, as are the hands, but it doesn't really matter that much for the fist. It does make a bit more of a difference on the open hands though, and really helps in gripping other objects or characters. Speaking of his hands, along with all four fists, he also has a full set of four for the wider grip, as well as a tighter medium grip, which of course can all be mixed and matched to enhance whatever pose you desire. Along with the hands that can be swapped out, he also gets a different ponytail that's a little more wavy, as well as another head with an angrier facial expression. And for his final accessories, Goro also gets these fist fireball effects, one for the left side as well as the right side, as well as this clear stand to help hold it in the desired position, which will certainly be an enhancement in many displays. Also included in Goro's package is the small instruction sheet further detailing the usage of all the accessories. With all that said, it's time to take a look at all the many points of articulation on Goro. Starting with the head, which does have full rotation side to side, but is somewhat limited in going up and down. His top shoulders do have the butterfly joints that move front to back, as well as move a little bit up and down. Plus, of course, the main full rotation all the way around and outward movement. The lower arms do have similar joints to the butterflies, but they're very, very limited compared to the top set. They clearly do not have the same amount of range, but the normal rotation and outward movement is fine. All four arms do have full rotation in the biceps, as well as the double jointed elbows, but because of the bulkiness of the arms, still can't really fold up much beyond a 90-degree angle. Because of the pegs they're on, the wrists do all have full rotation and a little bit of back and forth movement, but again, the bulkiness does not allow for a lot of range. Goro's upper torso does offer an ab crunch-like motion that can lean pretty far back, as well as rotate, but that certainly does look weird. He can also fully rotate at the waist as well. Moving down to the legs, Goro's hips spread really far and have this joint underneath for rotation. The crotch piece is really just the trunks. Underneath it's just joints and mechanics. So it might look a little weird if you go too far and don't keep everything aligned properly. The knees are also double jointed and fold a little better than the elbows. The ankles do have some rotation, but not much up and down. That movement is saved for the toes. And now, without further ado, it's time to run through my guidelines for a complete and fair review. It is a brand new sculpt with an incredible attention to detail that is truly accurate to the character. Even without the second set of arms, it would have had more than 20 points of articulation. With them, it's got well over 30. Goro is in scale with the rest of Storm Collectibles, and it does balance really well for his size. The package does include many accessories, making it well worth the nearly $100 price point. Goro does not seem too fragile, and is now widely available, either online or in local stores like the one I got mine from. As I mentioned earlier, I purchased Goro through Bombshell Comics, located in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. They offer subscription services for monthly comic books, as well as pre-orders for action figures, statues, and more. Be sure to check out all their social media links in the description below. Moving on to Goro's final score, even though I did nitpick some things here and there, I'm still going to give it a full 10 out of 10 star rating. Because I do truly believe that this Storm Collectibles Goro is one of the best action figures of all time, making it an absolutely
flawless victory.
Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this review,
Get over here!
and subscribe to Civilian Collectibles.